The Bulls of summer are still banging and the pigskin are always slamming. A lot of SFL action was played this week, and tonight you'll get more gridiron action from the SFL right here on YouTube. The Gladiators are expecting to bounce back tonight after their last week loss to the Glory. St. Louis sits 3-3 in the SFL standings, while the Toros are looking to show up big just as they did back in week 5. Both teams are looking to conquer this SFL battle. It's week number 7 in the SFL as the season continues to heat up and catch fire. It's the SFL live on the SFL YouTube network. I am your play-by-play commentator today, Damon Simmons. Alongside me is my good friend Charles Doherty. With Robert Johnson and J.L. Browning on stats, we're in St. Louis, Missouri at Gateway Coliseum as the Gladiators take on the Toros of Fort Worth. When you can run it, throw it, and catch it, you're official SFL champion contenders. The Toros versus the Gladiators is next on the SFL YouTube network. Charles, what are your take on tonight's game, sir?
Oh, first of all, Damon, I am so excited to be on the game with you. I feel like a kid on Christmas Day, opening up the present to having a brand new shiny bike, man. We got two new young and upcoming teams in the SFL tonight. This is a game to watch to see the future stars of the SFL. Both teams coming off losses, looking to get a W on the map and stay in that playoff hunt. And we've got two great defenses here. It's going to be a slugfest. I can't wait to get this going.
I totally agree with you, Charles, that both teams do play great defense, and the Fort Worth Toros are led by two good linebackers, David Horrell and J.L. Browning. And also, let's not forget, I meant to say E.K. Vincent. J.L. Browning is the rookie there in that linebacker corps, but also has played very great, solid football in that defensive end as well, along with his great defensive line of the Toros. And there's the kick to start off tonight's action here in St. Louis. And the return guy is going to come out of the end zone and break down the sideline, being tackled, or shall I say hit out of bounds at the 22. And on that return was wide receiver Cameron Curtis. And the Toro is going to take over first here. Charles, what are you expecting from Xander Gold here tonight?
Well, yeah, Xander Gold, he's a seasoned veteran out here, so I'm looking for him to have a pretty good game tonight. I think the key to him and his success is balance, using the running game, and get a good short to mid-range pass game started here in the first quarter.
You called it, Charles. There's a handoff here to Williams, and Williams is blowed up in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Give credit to number 44, Colin Douglas, coming away with that big hit from the Nicholas Warner, my apologies, coming up with that big hit from the linebacker spot.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of big hits tonight, Demond, and they started it off on the first play of the game. We're going to see a lot of penetration in the backfield trying to keep Jason from getting his game going.
Here's the Toros. Underneath the center is Gold. Gold, the handoff here to Williams once again, and Williams going to lose another yard. Solid defense from the front seven of the Gladiators, and that is 42 outside linebacker Mark Gronick on that second tackle. Not his second, but the first for him tonight. Second tackle of the game for this outstanding front seven of the Gladiators.
Yeah, it looked like they saw that run coming all day, and now they're in a passing situation. Let's see what Xander can do. 3-3
formation, linebackers dropping coverage, and there's a pass across the middle of the field, going to come up a yard short. Xander Gold did connect with his wide receiver, Cad Stevens there, who has had an outstanding start to the season here in the SFL, his second year.
Yeah, let's not forget Jason Williams. Not only can he run out of the backfield, but he's also a pretty solid receiver. Let's see if they maybe throw some plays in there to get him going from a screen standpoint.
Unfortunately, Fort Worth would not convert the first down here on their first drive. St. Louis does bring pressure on the punt attempt. Here's the return specialist here for St. Louis. Juke move and tackled and brought down at the 36-yard line. The Gladiators are in a position where a lot of teams did not expect them to be. They're sitting at 3-3 in the standings, tied along with a lot of other teams in the SFL in that middle of the pack. And due to the departure of the play caller of Drilled and also the starting QB, Pritchard, a lot of people thought that St. Louis would have a downfall season, but they're in the middle of the pack right now, Charles. Here's the quarterback going across the middle of the field. That pass is almost intercepted. Bad pass there for Javier Vasquez going across the middle. This rookie quarterback showed up big in a few games this season, Charles.
Yeah, to your earlier point, St. Louis, every player on offense is a rookie. You got to take your hats off to the ownership and the general management team here in St. Louis to put such a competitive team on the field with so many rookies.
Yeah, it's hard to be competitive when you have a roster full of rookie on the offensive side of the ball. His backwards underneath the center, handoff here to the halfback. Got open, daylight. Tries a juke move, hit and tackled at the 46. 3rd and inches. Charles, I thought he got past the first down line there. Carlo Martinez on the carry.
Yeah, it may warrant another look here, but one of the things about Cairo Martinez, he's sneaky fast. I mean, when he gets the ball, he doesn't look like he's going to get very far, but then he just, hits it into another gear and slips it in for a first down.
Cairo Martinez in the backfield all by himself. Another handoff here to the halfback. Got a pulling guard. Picks up the first down. Didn't stay behind his blocker there. Unfortunately, he probably could have picked up more.
Yeah, smart play calling by St. Louis. I mean, get the run game started early, get a couple first downs, and don't put too much pressure on Vasquez to win with his arm.
St. Louis is in their Eastern Michigan attire tonight, showing tribute to that university. Fort Worth Toros in all white, white lid, white jersey, white pants with gold trim. Gold stripe and blue trim. Here's Martinez once again. Martinez picks up 7 yards on that carry. Open field right up the middle. It looks like the Fort Worth Toros were in a 3-lineman set and was unable to get any pressure to stop the run.
Yeah, they're going to need to start thinking about putting some more folks on the line there to stop Martinez. He's starting to get fired up.
3-3 formation once again here for the Toros. Here's twins left for Vasquez. Another handoff here to the fullback this time. Picks up 2 yards, 3rd and 1 now. And that is Bill Cherry on the carry, his first of the day.
Yeah, nice stop by St. Louis, but this is a key 3rd and 1. They want to get the ball back in Fort Worth's hands, and this stop here is going to be a big indicator how this first quarter is going to go.
St. Louis has been run heavy so far in this game. Not a single pass yet on their first drive. 3rd and 1. Will they go for a first pass attempt here? I'm calling a screen to Martinez. There's a 3-step drop here. There it is. I caught it. Got it right, Charles. Juke move. He picks up the first down, tackled him out of bounds at the 34.
Again, nice play calling by St. Louis. Nice conservative plays. They're executing on the line. Perfect blocking for their quarterback. A great way to build up some momentum for their offense.
Toros, there's Harrell in the huddle, gathering his troops, letting them know, hey, we got to stop the run game here because St. Louis is basically just pounding it away. Looks like man press. 3-4 is the defense. 1-step drop by. The quarterback tipped off the receiver's helmet and picked off up the sideline. No one is going to catch him. Maybe Martinez may have a shot at it, but he's to the 5. Oh, he's tackled and brought down at the goal line. 1st and 10 for the Toros at the 1-yard line, Charles.
Unbelievable. That's his 2nd interception for Aiden Davis of the season. He almost took that to the house. It looked like the ball bounced off the intended wide receiver, and Aiden was just right in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. I mean, you're right there. Right place, right time. Almost had a pick 6 added to his stat sheet, but unfortunately was unable to cross Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, it didn't even look like the wide receiver wasn't even turned around, wasn't expecting the ball to hit him.
I totally agree with you. Like he wasn't looking for it. Here's trips left for Xander Gold. First year with the Toros, 5 total seasons. The previous 4 with the New Orleans Pharaohs. 5-step drop, out route to the bottom of the field. There's going to be a touchdown. Give it to Stephen Hacker. Man, what a catch by the wide receiver as he crosses Hollywood Boulevard.
And they got on that boulevard in style, man. They took that interception back and they capitalized it. That's the way you're going to win a game against St. Louis. Make them pay for every turnover that they make.
Absolutely. That's for any team in any sport. You have to take advantage of the turnovers that you force against your opponent. And here's the kicker for the Toros, Taco Sicario. There's the hold. Kick is up, and the extra point is good. So Fort Worth jumps up 7-0 over St. Louis after St. Louis went run heavy in their the second pass attempt becomes an INT and almost could return for a pick 6, Charles. I mean, that was just great awareness by Aiden Davis, as you stated before. But the receiver was not intended, or should we say expecting that pass to come to him.
Yeah, I think that was the first pass they had down the middle, and the St. Louis defense Fort Worth defense made him pay. This is a type of game where Martinez is going to need to forget about that mistake and keep playing as confidently as he had that first series.
Ryan Owens on the return, out to the 23-yard line. Let's go over to the St. Louis Gladiators offense. Javier Vasquez, number 17, is your quarterback. Cairo Martinez, number 33, is a halfback. Bill Cherry, fullback, 45. Ryan Owens, number 10. Eagle Mondavi, number 88, is the wide receiver. Paul Delaveau is number 89, receiver. Phil Course is the tight end. And here's Martinez, almost breaks the tackle and breaks for the first down. Going to be second and 1 now after picking up 9 yards on that carry.
He's a shifty running back. Again, his speed is deceptive how fast he is on the field. He was able to go around and go to his second read there from a blocking standpoint.
There was a look there at the veteran linebacker for the Tar Heels, E.K. Vincent. Looks like strong eye, tight end flex here for the Gladiators. There's a handoff here to Martinez. Martinez picks up the first down before being hit and brought down by E.K. Vincent. Number 55 on the tackle.
Just keep giving the ball to Martinez. Put it on that young man's shoulder, and I think he can take them into the end zone. They haven't had anything in terms of a way to stop him on the run.
Here's Vasquez underneath the center. Twins left. Handoff to Martinez. Martinez is going to pick up 2 yards on that carry. E.K. Vincent once again on the tackle. I mean, this linebacker core here for the Toros are really good, and EK is showing you that they are right now.
Yeah, Vincent is just a tackling machine there in the middle. He's got about 10 tackles a game. It's insane how many times he's there at the right place at the right time to bring the running back down.
Looks like a 4-1 dime formation here for the Toros. 3-step drop here by Vasquez. Vasquez meets his target. Ryan Owens right across the middle there, but he's going to be hit after the catch. 3rd and 3 now for the Gladiators. Can the Toros force the Gladiators to punt the ball here?
Well, that was I think that was a nice conservative pass there. Again, you don't want to try anything too risky against this Fort Worth defense.
Here's trips to the left. To the right. There's Vasquez going deep. Oh, that pass is almost intercepted by number 31, Nacho Sicario. We have Nacho Sicario and we have Taco Sicario here on the Toros.
I'm getting hungry.
Say it, so am I. I can use a little Tex-Mex.
Definitely.
But we're not in Texas. We're in St. Louis, Missouri, home of barbecue. Who have the best barbecue? Is it Texas or is it Missouri, Charles?
Oh, I'm gonna say Texas.
I think I agree with you. Although I never had Missouri barbecue before.
They wouldn't let me back in my locker room if I said anything other than that.
There's the punt back to the Toros, and they're going to start this second drive, or should I say third drive for the Toros at the 25-yard line. We're going to go to the commissioner for a game break.
Thanks, Damon. Matt Wilson has thrown 3 interceptions in the first half, and Portland has a 7-3 lead on the road in the middle of the second quarter on the SFL Twitch channel. Back to our crew in St. Louis.
That's something you don't hear on a week-to-week basis. Matt Wilson throwing 3 INTs in the first quarter. It's a dump off here to the fullback. He's going to be brought down after picking up 4 yards on that reception.
Yeah, another safe pass there to get some momentum going. Nice screen pass. Again, I think need to get Williams a little bit more involved in that type of play as well.
2nd and 6 for Fort Worth at their own 29-yard line. Split all the halfbacks. Here's a handoff here to Jason Williams. Williams pick up the first down. Picked up a full head of steam, should I say, on that carry.
Yeah, full head of steam. Also some great blocking up front to give him a hole for Jason Williams to go through. He's got an incredible first step. When he hits that hole, if there's nobody there to stop him, he's normally going to fire off about 5.
Trips left for Xander Go. Williams in the backfield. 5-step drop here by Go. Dumps it off here to Williams. Williams got two-man miss. Oh, he fumbles. He dropped it. Luckily for him, it bounces out of bounds. He's going to lose yards on that fumble there, though. 2nd and 7.
Oh man, they dodged a bullet on that one.
They sure did. And Williams has had some fumble liars this season. Had a fumble back in week 1 versus Houston. He had another fumble, I want to say 3rd week or 4th week of the season as well. He has to get that fumble liars under control. Xander goes shotgun by himself now. Looks like Williams is in the slot. Throw across the middle of the field. That pass was intended for Williams, but deflected away by 42 of the Gladiators. Outside linebacker Mark Gronick.
Yeah, Demond, I think that that middle medium part of the field is going to be no man's land tonight. I think the defense is just, it looks like they're expecting those types of slant passes in the middle.
As we all know, the slants are really heavy in this league, and defensive coordinators have been trying to figure out how to stop those slants. And to be honest with you, I think that the coordinators are starting to get a grasp on how to stop those slants coming across the middle now. Absolutely agree with you, Charles.
Yeah.
3-3 nickel formation for the defense. 3 wide receivers set here for Gold in the shotgun. Got all his receiver going across the middle of the field. That pass is deflected away once again. Intended for Hacker on that attempt. 4th and 7. Fort Worth's going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, good stand by St. Louis. But that type of pass, Demond, you know as well as I do, you got to have a veteran quarterback to be able to fire it in such a small window. Xander can do it, but the odds are against him with that many defenders around.
You're absolutely right. When those defenders around like that, they all are hungry. They're all watching the quarterback. They're watching the receivers. They all got their head on a swivel out there, trying to make sure that they don't allow anyone to get behind them on those slants. And here's the return. Down and tackled at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Gladiators. Let's go over this Fort Worth defense. We have Joey Schwint, number 60, defensive end. Gary Marks, 99, defensive end. Catherine Horrell, defensive tackle. Mufasa Kamar, number 98, defensive tackle. David Horrell, inside linebacker. J.J. Browning, outside linebacker. E.K. Vincent, outside linebacker. Aiden Davis, cornerback. Nacho Zacario, cornerback. Ben Stone, free safety. Jonathan Taylor is also the free safety, and you have Delaney Nash as a strong safety. Man, what a hard, tough run by Martinez there. As I was calling out these names in my head, I'm like, yo, these things won't stop moving.
He would not give up. It looked like they had him dead to rights in the backfield. It looked like he was running up the back of his tackle. Just kept churning those legs, didn't give up, and was able to get a really decent run out of that.
My goodness, what a run by Martinez. 2nd and 4 now for the Gladiators. Single back formation. 1 tight end on the play, and Martinez is going to be hit right in the backfield, going to lose a yard. 3rd and 5 now. We haven't seen this Gladiator offense go to the air very much here in the first quarter, Charles. Do you think that they should target the air?
Yeah, I do. I mean, they made that one mistake at the beginning of the quarter, but they're going to need to get some success in the air in order to win this game.
Looks like a 2-man bump here by the defense. Got a man across the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle. Not going to get the first down. They're going to say 4th and inches, and it looks like he did not get the ball across, and it is just right there on the first down marker. But we all know that marker line is not sufficient always.
Yeah, that was a huge effort there by Ryan Owens. I mean, the route was obviously short of the first down, but he did everything he could to get that first down. Unfortunately, he was a little short.
Here's the punt attempt by the Gladiators. They're going to give it back to the Toros. Here's the return. Puts his head down. Going to be brought down at the 29-yard line. And we've been seeing some great defense from both of these teams so far, Charles, as far as defending the slants routes across the middle. I'm thinking the Toros should go run play, at least here on first down. Let's get Jason Williams more involved. Let's get him going. As on the first possession, he was hitting the backfield quite a few times. But on the last possession, he did pick up a first down there for them as well. But they're going to go empty formation here. And here's all slants once again. Got a man across the middle of the field. Picks up the first down. Looks like the tight end, number 80. Can't see. No, it's fullback. Is that the fullback 48? Who is 48? I don't see him on the roster. Oh, he's a backup tight end. My apologies. That is Lorenzo Perry on that reception.
Yeah, I was looking down down the roster too. Lorenzo Perry, you got it.
Here's single back right here. They're going to give it to Williams. Williams, but spin move and Williams going to pick up 2 yards. Strong effort for 2 yards pick up there by Williams.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a lot of run up the middle, which is they've got a great running back in Jason Williams, but I'm surprised they're not doing more off tackle because I think that's where his strength is, getting in that open field and hitting the 5th gear.
35 seconds left on the ticker here in the first quarter. And off it to Williams again. Williams is hitting the backfield, going to lose a yard. And that is to the linebacker once again. Number 44, Nicholas Warner, coming up with that big play. That is his 2nd tackle for loss that I have by memory for Warner tonight.
Yeah, that was a good read right from the snap. Knew exactly where the runner was going and was able to execute with good tackling skills.
2 tackles for Warner, and both of them are tackle for loss, according to the stat sheet. Across the middle, got a receiver coming up short. 4th and 1, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on YouTube, SFL Network. And if you're wondering what you're watching the first. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, you're watching the first controller-less esports where strategy and AI instead of thumbs determines the outcome. Teams submit game plan prior to the simulation, and the results play out live in real time as hundreds of viewers, players, scouts, and coaches and team owners are on the field to create an all-new kind of virtual reality. Visit www.simulationfl.net for more information. These defenses are just not allowing these running backs to get anything going.
Yeah, talk about rolling the dice, Damon, going for it in 4th and 1. And the defense was just waiting for him, and there was no way they were going to make that first down.
Had to get the ad read in there, but man, missed that opportunity to call that tackle for loss on 4th and 1. I'm surprised that Fort Worth even decided to go for it right at midfield. You give St. Louis here great field position starting at the 49. Here's Vasquez going to dump it out to the fullback, and he's blowed up in the backfield. Looks like Harrell on that big hit. My goodness, wow. David, what are you doing out there?
It didn't look like something was off with that play. It looked like the quarterback almost ran into his blocker and then took a step back and had to dump it off there. Something was off there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he saw because he did some type of funky spin move. They're showing all bump here across the board. Will these receivers be able to get off the line? Here's Vasquez, great penetration by the defense, and they're going to sack him in the backfield. He's going to be down at the 42, and it looks like number 60 going to come away with that sack. That is Joey on the sack.
Yeah, that's Joey Schwintz. I think that's his fourth sack of the season. Every time you see that quarterback do that little dip, 9 times out of 10, I think you can smell a sack coming up.
He can smell something coming his way. Here's man press once again here by the defense. Vasquez getting pressured once again, flushed out of the pocket. Oh, that pass is incomplete. Bounces off the receiver's hand, and that was 84 on the attempt to make that reception, and that was Tito Moss. Tito Moss has been around for a long time with the Gladiators.
Yeah. All right, that was a veteran quarterback move there, Damon. He had some pressure, had to step out, kept his composure, and if the wide receiver caught it, he would have been short of the first down. But the good thing was he didn't try and force it downfield and get an interception.
I think we have to give credit to David Horrell for the pass deflection there. It looks like he got his hand there, may have deflected that one away. I'll say give it to him, stat sheet team.
Yeah, me too.
I can't be giving stats away like that, so. This is return by number 89, Cameron Curtis for the Toros out to the 22. And let's see here what's going to happen for the Toros on this drive. Let's call out this defense for the Gladiators. We have Todd Dubstott, Tony Roberto, Igor Bartavo, Rodney Panini, Mark Gronick, Nicholas Warner, Joshua Dewar, Drew Riley, Freeman Peltier, Jert Winkler, and Colin Douglas are the defensive player here for the Gladiators. There's an out route to the top of the field. That's to Stephen Hacker. Hacker makes a reception, picks up 7 yards.
Yeah, Hacker's been pretty quiet so far, but you can't forget about that, man. He is dangerous downfield, a huge deep threat. Also has great hands and route running ability to catch those short passes.
You're absolutely right. He is a very dangerous wide receiver. If you can remember, I want to say the second game of the season last season, Queen City, can't remember who they were playing, but it was a rainy night, and man, he went off for over 300. I want to say it was 300 plus receiving yards. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's Jason Williams up the middle. Williams picks up the first down.
Nice run up the middle. Now, and I didn't think he was going to have a hole to get through, but it looked like it opened it up right the last second. He was able to jet through there and get that first down.
Great run there by Williams as to pick up the first down. As we have been seeing this defense of Gladiators stop him in the backfield. David Harrell, Charles, in the chat room says, "Come on, Damon, I earned it." Single back formation here for the Toros. David Hacker looks like he's to the top of the screen. Hand off here to Williams. Oh, and they're going to get pressure, but he's going to pick up 1 yard there. Looks like they came on a blitz. And I want to say that's the cornerback on the tackle. That's the free safety, Freeman Peltier, on that tackle.
Yeah, that was a good read by Peltier. He was right up close to the line and shut down that off-tackle run.
Single back left here for the Toros. 2 spin moves by Williams. Juke move. Going to be an inch short of the first down. My, what an outstanding one. He had to work hard for that one, Charles.
Yeah, and he put his quarterback in a good position here in 3rd and inches. Man, those 2 spins, they got me dizzy just watching them.
Man, I mean, he put in a lot of work for those 2 spins. Almost got the first down as well. He was very, very determined to try to get out of that situation he was in by breaking those 2 tackles. Looks like the same formation here for the Toros. They just flipped it to the other side of the field. Same play. He picks up the first down. Stood up at the line of scrimmage though.
It's hard to stop Williams going up the middle with just 3 down linemen and not putting any heat on there from the linebackers.
Let's look at Xander Gold. I can remember he was the number 1 pick in the offseason draft before season 11. Here's a dump off here to Williams, and Williams going to be tackled for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, Damon, I don't see those. You see those plays a lot in the SFL, but you don't really see them get a lot of yards. I mean, it's almost better to just throw the ball away if you're going to have to dump it down to your running back 12 yards in the backfield.
I totally agree with you, Charles, but to be courtesy of the offense, there are plays where the halfback goes out on a swing route, and here's Williams once again picks up, is it 2 yards there only? Yeah, it looks like he only picked up 2 yards. With that halfback, he just sits there, on certain routes, and when there's nothing open downfield, the quarterback, he just dumps it off to him, and I really just don't understand why the halfbacks just sit there like that instead of either, moving up the field or so forth.
You have no momentum. You have to go from all stop to full speed.
Exactly, and you got defenders coming at you full speed. Tell me how that's going to work. Deep down the middle, that pass is knocked out of the hands of Hacker. As he tried to come away with it, Peltier with a big hit. No fly zone by the Gladiators out there.
Can you see the little birds flying around his head after that hit?
Man, I saw birds, Z's, sheep
Stars.
jumping. 4th and 9 for the Toros, and they're going to punt it to the Gladiators. All defense here tonight, Charles, even from the score.
Man, they're hitting too, aren't they?
Man, they are laying wood out there, dude. These linebackers for both teams are bringing a noise. As a return, only picks up 2 yards on that return, maybe 1. St. Louis is going to start at their very own 16-yard line.
I think now's the time for St. Louis to put something up on the board here because I don't think Fort Worth is going to miss too many more opportunities to put points back up.
Yeah, the more that the Toros pin St. Louis deep on their side of the field when St. Louis have to punt it back, they're putting the Fort Worth team and great field position. Deep down the field, that pass is almost intercepted by the free safety, Jonathan Taylor. Scoring scene.
Yeah, that route took a very long time to develop. He did get the pass protection he needed, but it looked like the Taylor Sconsing was waiting for that all day.
Yeah, intended for Ryan Owens, and man, great defensive play there by Jonathan Taylor. I mean, just great position all around on that play. It did not allow the offensive wide receiver and Owens to get behind him. That's how you play the free safety position. Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff here to Martinez. Martinez is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Only going to pick up 1 yard, 2 yards there. They're going to give him 2. They're going to call it 3rd and 8. E.K. Vincent has 5 tackles and 1 for loss.
Wow. Yep, he's on pace again to have another double-digit tackle game.
And we're only in the second quarter with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first half. Empty formation. Here for Vasquez, 2-step drop, steps up in the pocket, and pass is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by non-contract player Bobby Malone. I really thought he was about to reel that one in.
Yeah, that would have been extremely big hole for them to dig out of if St. Louis threw that interception so deep in their own territory.
And here they are. St. Louis only picked up 2 yards on this possession, Charles. Got to kick it back off to St. Louis. I'm pretty sure St. Louis is going to receive the ball maybe around midfield. Right at the 45-yard line is where St. Louis is going to take over.
Yeah, decent field position. Again, they've been keeping it on the right side of the field all day, just haven't been able to put some points up.
But man, I mean, we have just seen an outstanding performance from the defense, from both defense here, should we say? I mean, you know, each team will move the ball a little bit, and then the defense will show up and so forth. And that cornerback at the top of the field is playing almost 10 yards off of Hacker. And here's Hacker, a slant route across the middle of the field. He's going to dump it off to Williams, picks up 3 yards. But man, I would have hit Hacker as that defender. I'm not sure if you saw it, Charles. That defender was playing 10 yards off, and that's a dangerous move.
Yeah, very dangerous. But also, did you see the speed Warner had running down the running back? I mean, that's a big man there, 245 pounds coming at you.
Not light at all. You called it, Charles. Big dude, putting in work. Jason Williams, single back. Xander Goat underneath the center, calling the signal. 2nd and 7. Looks like a spread here, and it's going to be given to the halfback. He's not going to pick up anything at all. Tackled and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Or did they take a yard loss?
Yeah, I think it started up front with Igor Barbatov, the defensive tackle, slowed down the running back Williams, and the rest of the team on defense was there to meet him and bring him down.
Man, the front seven of both these teams are just playing some outstanding football. If you're a defensive type guy, this is your type of ball game. 2-step here by Gold. Gold dumps it off to the fullback. He's going to pick up 4 yards on that reception. Charles.
That was tough.
On the sack.
That's tough for a fullback. The ball placement was behind him. I know, he caught it, which was great, but didn't have the momentum to turn up field and get some speed on. I mean, he had to adjust his course after he caught the ball, and the defense for St. Louis is just too fast to let that happen.
Absolutely agree with you. Bad positioning or accuracy, should I say, from the quarterback. Here's a punt right back to the St. Louis team. Gladiators going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Toro's bounce, and they're going to call it at the goal line, Charles.
Wow. How many times do you see the guys slide in the end zone? You rip your hair out as they get the ball on the 20, but that was perfect execution on special teams.
Charles, I thought it rolled into the end zone myself, but OMG, St. Louis got to get out of this one. How are they going to get out of this one, should I say? Are they going to go halfback strong dive or halfback trap? Here's a trap here. Martinez spin move. Picks up 5 yards, want to say, on that carry.
Yeah, gave him a little cushion there, Damon. I mean, it was just enough good blocking up front to give the running back Martinez a hole.
And I'm not sure if you saw, Charles, the quarterback. He just hiked it. He just once he received the ball from the center, he just turned around, turned his back to the defense, and just stood there. That's dangerous. He could have got hit in the end zone, and that would have been a safety. There's a reception across the middle of the field, picked up the first down. And that is to the big man wide receiver, Eagle Mondavi, 6'3", 200-pounder.
Yeah, that looked like a slant route in the middle there, and good pass. Got it out there. Perfect lead for the wide receiver. Was able to get good yardage.
Looks like Mondavi. You're right. Came across. Not was it yeah, it was just a slant cross, just coming across the middle there. Looks like 90 Z arrow, and there's a big handoff to the fullback. That is Bill Cherry. I want to say that's Cherry's second carry of the game.
5'11", 195. He's not one of the biggest fullbacks out there, but you love it when you get watching the fullback run the ball.
That's probably the smallest fullback ever, not unless you're in Pop Warner. 3 wide receiver set, gun formation. Looks like gun split here, and Vasquez, that pass is tipped. Oh, and 2 defenders of the Toros could have had that one. There's a Caro, and I want to say 54. Brownie was in the vicinity as well, had his paws on it, could bring it in also.
Yeah, that was a big tip there. I mean, because the wide receiver was wide open.
If Vasquez just put a little height on the ball, he probably makes that completion there. But he's a rookie; he'll learn from that mistake as the season goes on and moving into the next season. Single back right, handoff here to Martinez. Martinez got an open hole, picks up the first down out to the 22-yard line of St. Louis.
Yeah, he's just so crafty, man. I mean, I have a hard time explaining what I'm seeing here on the field. I mean, he gets the ball. Looks like he was intended to go inside. Great vision by Martinez. He just turns it on the outside and is able to get a first down. I thought at least 2 or 3 times they were going to bring him down.
I saw the same thing, Charles. Looks like they were going to bring him down in the backfield because they did get a little pressure, and he basically stopped on a dime, put a little juke move on, and decided to go ahead and follow the pulling guard there on the power play. Here's Vasquez, 1-step drop, steps up, got a man across the middle of the field, picks up a few yards. There's going to be a penalty. This looks like this could either be a holding call here on the offensive line. Who knows? It may be defensive holding.
Yeah. Love to see a replay on this one because it looked like the quarterback was going down as he was passing it, and that ball just came out very, very odd from the hands of the quarterback.
There's Aiden Davis on the defensive hold there. If you ask me, I think cornerbacks hold on every play. That's just my opinion on it. But hey, I'm a wide receiver.
I know. Everybody knows you're a wide receiver, sir.
That's why I said that. 2-minute warning here in the first half of the Coliseum in St. Louis. 2 wide receiver sets, single back left is Martinez. 2-step drop here by Vasquez, dump it off to the halfback, and he's hitting the backfield. 3-yard loss.
Yeah. Martinez was like, why don't you give me a route where I can run up the field a little bit? I'm standing there, and I'm going to get lit up by that defense.
There's Browning. Man, this linebacker core for the Toros are outstanding, dude. All 3 of them are no slouch, I tell you. Split back formation here for the Gladiators. Handoff here to Martinez. Martinez tries to run a defender over, plows forward, gets 1 yard more past the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 now at St. Louis 38-yard line. I mean, they've had the ball for about over 3 minutes now, but it's been like really slow on this drive. They haven't moved the ball well. 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the quarter. Or half, should I say. 3rd and 9. Vasquez calling the signal, changing the play. Goes across the middle of the field. There's a first down. Hurry up offense now for the Gladiators.
Yeah, you got to keep pushing. It looks like they got a mismatch in personnel there. They can take advantage of this.
They're going to change the formation. Shotgun, no empty formation. Out route to the top of the field. That pass going to be deflected away. Couldn't see the looks like 31. Looks like free safety Ben Stone.
Yeah, that was a big. Whoever did it, it was a great play to stop the momentum and get the defense a chance to get back off their heels.
Yeah, you're right, because that could have been a first down. And the receiver could have stepped out of bounds to stop the clock as well after picking up the first down. Here's single back right. Par slot. Formation for the Gladiators. Step up is Vasquez. Got a man. That pass is caught, but only picks up 2 yards. He does step out of bounds to stop the clock. 38 seconds. 3rd and 8 now for the Gladiators. I'm sorry, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they still have a couple more yards, I think, to get into Shalizzi's kicking range here. But don't do anything foolish. I wouldn't try and push it too far down the field. I'd just try and, do some conservative plays on the outside. Maybe you can get at least in field goal range.
I totally agree with you. I would try to get just past the 30 to get great field goal range there. And here's Vasquez throwing in coverage. That pass is deflected away. Looks like Stone again. And I tell you, Stone is deflecting these balls away.
Yep. But, like we said at the top of the game, you're going to need to have you can't have hands of stone. You're going to have to start grabbing those balls and make the offense pay for their mistakes.
Absolutely. You have to make them pay for the mistakes because they're basically throwing the ball, right at the Toros and daring them to catch it. And the Toros are just not doing so.
Well, they started off at the, like the 1 inch yard line, and they looked like they had some momentum, but then right when they hit around the 50, they stalled out.
Charles, did you see that? Did you see that save? Dude dove to knock the ball backwards from going into the end zone. That was an outstanding play by the special teams player there.
That's incredible. So far, great special teams and great defense tonight, Damon.
I'm excited for their play, man. That was awesome. Here's a dump off to Williams, and Williams going to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, I would. I think Fort Worth is doing the right thing and not trying to push it too far down the field. Let's just go into halftime with the 7-0 lead.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to snap it. I think they should just go ahead and just let the time run out. But Charles, I'm still appalled. Here's Gold throws it right down the middle to
Damon. I don't like it when you're appalled. What's wrong?
The halfback, he breaks the tackle like a doll a toy that was no longer wanted. And that's going to do it for the first half. Here in St. Louis, as the Toros are up 7-0 of the Gladiators. Charles, we have seen outstanding, great defensive performance. Take away the halftime show for us, sir.
Oh, definitely. I mean, both of these offenses are looking to get into some type of groove here. But so far, both of the defenses have been ruling the game. We had that one interception that took it down to Fort Worth, took it down to the 5-yard line, and they were able to punch it in. But other than that, we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot as far as fireworks on the offensive side. One of the teams is going to need to step up here in the second half. The pressure is on St. Louis right now because they really haven't shown that they could do a sustained drive at all.
You're absolutely right. The offense is going to have to step it up, but man, the defense are just playing phenomenal ball here, not allowing either offense to get to get anything going, to move the ball down the field. I mean, this is still a one-score game. The Gladiators can bounce right back into it with the score and so forth, because they do get the ball first here after the half. Let's see if they can march downfield and get themselves on the board. Either way, with the field goal or a touchdown, Charles, and they can be right back in things. And who knows what the second half is going to turn out to be? This is why I love the SFL. Anything can happen.
Definitely, anything can happen. But you're right, though. They got to do something. They got to get something on the board.
Here's the kick by Sakaro. Off to the Gladiators. The return guy's going to take it right at the goal line. And got open field to the top of the field. Makes a man miss. Charles! He's down to the 37-yard line. I thought he was going to break free.
Great return there. Oh, yeah, he almost bounced it out offside Ryan Owens. Good read there for the special teams return and put the team in good starting position for this second half.
Get your player position locked and loaded today through our Discord server and the SFL Minor League. SFLM.now SFLM now 12 teams. There's more opportunities than ever to be the player you've always wanted to be. Join the Discord community through www.simulationfl.net. I'll get back to that after this play here. Great dump off to Martinez, and Martinez picks up 8 yards on that reception, Charles.
Yeah, I hope we see that play more often this half. I mean, that play was perfect setup, nice pass to the wide receiver, gave the wide receiver a good opportunity to show his athleticism and turn it upfield.
Back to the ad read. The second season of SFL Minor League starts October 2020. Contact Deputy Commissioner Andrew Rastelli on Discord for more information. Here's a first down attempt, and Martinez picks up that's Cherry picks up the first down, his third carry of the night. And man, big fullbacks, they get excited when they get the ball, especially when they can pick up a first down like that.
Yeah, again, loves seeing the fullback get success on the field, running up the middle there. Keep the defense a little off guard there. They weren't expecting that run at all.
Single back formation here for Vasquez. 2-step drop. And there's a swing pass to the halfback. Martinez is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Man, these linebackers. That is the free safety. Stone coming up with that tackle. It looked like Stone. I could be wrong. I thought I saw 21.
Martinez feels like he got hit with a stone. That pass right there the quarterback wasn't doing any favors to his halfback on where he put the ball.
Single back formation, 4 wide receivers here for the Gladiators. There's an out route to the top of the field. That pass is going to be caught and brought in. Picks up 4 on that reception. I want to say that is to the wide receiver, Eagle Mondavi.
Now you see, Eagle Mondavi had good presence of mind to know where the out of bounds mark was. Good footwork, stay in bounds, get some decent gains.
3rd and 5, Charles. The St. Louis team needs to get this first down to continue this drive. Flip back to the halfbacks. Looks like split pro spread. There's a corner post. That pass is deflected away by Aiden Davis.
Man, Aiden Davis is all over the place tonight. Another bullet dodge, though, by St. Louis. Eventually they're going to hold on to that ball when it gets in their direction. Great
play there by Aiden Davis. I can remember 2 seasons ago, Aiden was with the Houston Hyenas. Final game of the season. Big game versus the Alaska Storm, now Florida. Alaska's marching downfield and just seconds left on the clock. Alaska throws a corner route on the side of Aiden Davis, and Aiden Davis picks it off and helps the Hyenas win the game. There's a block attempt by the Toros. They did bring pressure, and this is going to take a Gladiators bounce, and he's going to run it into the end zone.
Man, we almost had another goal line start. I don't think your heart could take it too much, Damon. All that great special teams play.
Man, I don't think I've seen a game like this before, but there's been great special teams play by both teams, should we say? Because I'm still shocked over that tip back. Yep. There's Williams on a 6-yard carry to start the drive. He's averaging 2.7, 35 yards on the day, 1 fumble.
Yeah, those aren't quite numbers that we're used to seeing for Williams. The defense has been holding them in check.
Here's Andergo, shotgun, empty. Looks like 2 tight ends are on the line. And here's Goat, step up in the pocket. He got his man. That pass is deflected away. That was to the backup tight end once again. Lorenzo Perry, but he was unable to reel that one in.
Yeah, he just Xander had to get rid of that ball. He was getting some pressure up the middle. Did the smart thing, put the ball where only the fullback could catch it, but didn't look like it worked too well on that one. But I think a smart play by Xander.
I like the formation that the Toros is running. It's basically a formation where that they go empty and they put the running back right off the tight end where he's hiding, and he's able to go out on routes and so forth. They just were unable to give him the ball. And there's a fullback carry, picks up the first down. Chris Kamizik come away with that big first down carry.
Yeah, I love getting both teams are getting the fullbacks involved. Love it. That was a great run. Again, I don't think the defense was expecting this one at all and caught them by surprise.
Xander Gold only has 55 yards in this game. 1st and 10 at the Toros 30-yard line. Handoff here to Williams. Williams got a big hole. Almost breaks the tackle there before picking up the first down. 2nd and 2 is what they're going to call it.
Yeah, good run up the middle. 2nd and 2, good position. You got your whole playbook open here.
You're right, Charles. I mean, this is just great positioning. You want to be on 2nd down. Looks like single back left here for the Toros. And there's a handoff hit to the halfback. He's going to be stopped for a 2-yard loss. Man, this defensive front of the St. Louis Gladiators is bringing some heat. That was number 52, Rodney Panini, and also 55, the defensive tackle, Igor
Barbatov.
On the defensive stop there. Great heat from the St. Louis defense.
Yeah, great penetration. They're having a hard time blocking those two guys up front.
3-3 nickel defense. They're going to bring number 44 on the blitz. They're going to get the sack, and that is 55. Barbatov come away with that sack once again.
Yeah, he just had his way with the guard right off the snap and was able to get behind him, and there wasn't anything the offensive line could do to stop him.
4th and 7, and the Toros are going to have to punt this ball away. And Charles, I hate to say this, if not for the interception of the Toros back in the first quarter, and they not scored that touchdown, we probably could still be sitting at 0-0.
That's right. Cheering on the special teams play.
There's Ryan Owens on the return. St. Louis will start this drive at the 33-yard line. Cairo Martinez, 13 carries, 3.9 yards, 51 yards total on the day. On the ground. Vasquez underneath the center calling the signal. And the Toros bring a blitz. And they stop the running back Martinez right at the line of scrimmage, Charles. I mean, these defenses is not allowing these offenses to move the ball at all.
Yeah, I mean, an interesting point here is Fort Worth has kept the tight end for St. Louis, Phil Koss, pretty much quiet all game. I mean, he's got the leading number of receiving touchdowns for St. Louis, and I don't think he's caught one pass today.
You're absolutely right. He haven't caught a pass at all today. And look at this linebacker core for the Toros bring down Martinez after picking up 3 yards. And I also have to say that St. Louis has been doing a great job on the tight end for the Toros, Robert Garrett Jr. We haven't called his name at all tonight.
Yep, good point. Very good point.
Four wide receiver set, empty formation underneath the center. And there's Vasquez, got a first down across the middle of the field. I want to say that's Ryan Owens on the reception, but I can't see the number. No, that's not Ryan Owens. My apologies. That is the tight end, Phil Koss. His first catch of the night.
There you go.
Talk about him a little bit more, Charles. He may get another one.
I know. And I want to hear you say Barbatov again.
Barbatov. It's a handoff here to Cairo Martinez. Gets skinny. Picks up 4 yards on that carry. As he tackled by David Horrell and number 31 of the Toros. Nacho Sicario.
Yeah, I love it when offenses use a good mixture of play and pass and run, and St. Louis is doing it so far to perfection.
Single back formation here for the Gladiators. I'll get back to something here in just a second. Here's Martinez. Martinez gets the ball, nothing doing. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage. When you ask to say Barbatov, when I say Igor, and I try to say his last name afterwards, when I say Igor, I think about the donkey from Winnie the Pooh. And it screws up me trying to say his last name because I got this image of this donkey with a pinned on tail in my head. So, Vasquez stepped right into that sack for the Toros, and this dude here is going to make some snow angels.
That was Catherine Morrell with that sack. That's her. Is that her fourth of the season, I believe?
She got great pressure there. Yeah, I want to say
seventh. Sorry, that was her seventh.
Seventh sack of the season. Wow, outstanding there for Catherine Horrell. forces the Gladiators to punt the ball again. They have punted the ball on every possession that they have had tonight, Charles, except one, and that was the first drive when they threw the INT. Oh, what a hit! My goodness. I wonder if this guy knows what time it is, what day it is. He's going to have to go be checked for a concussion protocol.
I'm still trying to get the Winnie the Pooh reference out of my head. I never would have guessed we'd be talking about Winnie the Pooh.
Sorry about that. Shotgun formation here for the Toros. Split back pro. And there's a two-step drop here by Gold. And he's going to dump it off into Williams. Williams is going to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, it looked like the snap was a little off there by the center to quarterback exchange there. Wasn't too crisp. But, Xander had to get rid of that ball quick because he felt some heat coming up.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Charles. And this is what both of these defenses are doing. They're bringing heat. Now, both teams I've seen tonight, Charles, are coming out in a 3-3 nickel defensive formations, and they're bringing some strong blitz out of this formation. And there's another 2 linebacker blitz, and he dropped it, and that was Garrett Jr., his first target tonight, and he couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, that you rarely see that happen. Normally, Garrett's money when the ball gets in his area. Just got a nice hit there by it looks like that was the free safety that came up.
I couldn't see the number of the free safety, but man,
here I think
he gave a shot to Garrett in the back. But although the ball was behind Garrett, excuse me, empty backfield. Underneath the center is Xander Gold. Take a 3-step drop. Both of these teams love the 3-step drop, running a West Coast style offense. And he got a man across the middle of the field. And I want to say that's Garrett Jr. With his first reception, second target of the game, comes away with a first down on that play.
Pretty pass by Xander Gold there. Had a little bit of pressure. The pocket started to break down. Just took a step and just put it on a laser beam to his tight end.
Yeah, he stepped up in the pocket, moved to the right, found his man wide open across the middle. I can remember Garrett Jr. had a great game back in week 1 versus the Hyenas. I want to say he had 2 touchdowns that game. Here's a dump off here to Williams, and Williams is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage by a host of Gladiators. Panani and another player on the tackle there. Here's 2nd and 10 for Fort Worth at their own 33-yard line, Charles. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Handoff here to Williams. Nothing doing. Hit in the backfield by Panini. What a tackle for loss by this mean linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, both of these defenses are they're having their way with the offenses, and I don't know what either team can do to stop that. I think they're going to have to maybe press it down the field a little bit more, unfortunately.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Garrett Jr. is on the line of scrimmage, going out on the corner route, and that pass is going to be deflected away by the defense. Give credit to number 42, Mark Gronick, with that deflection there. Not in this area today, he says.
Yep, and now here we have another punt. Again, the defense makes the offensive drive stall and keeping both teams out of the end zone.
Charles, there's 1 minute and 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. I'm excited to see what we're going to get out of the fourth quarter. As you and I both know, the fourth quarter is when things heat up in these type of ball games.
Definitely.
There's Owens. Owens hit as soon as he caught the ball. Maybe picked up a yard on the return. St. Louis going to start at their very own 35.
Well, Vasquez, I mean, he's done 22 attempts. 54.5% completion percentage, but so far that one interception he had is keeping his QBR pretty low.
Yeah, you're right. 66 yards on the day from your quarterback. How do you win a ball game when you've only accumulated 66 yards in 3 quarters of football? It's a handoff here to Martinez, and Martinez is hit in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Someone came on a blitz, and it was Browning.
Wow. It looks like that's his third tackle of the game and his third tackle for a loss. Big game so far for Browning.
2nd and 13. Ball at the 32-yard line.
No linebackers in the middle of the field, Charles. Man press all across the board. They bring pressure, and they're going to get a completion. Or is it it was a completion to Owens. Picks up the yards that they lost. They're now at the original line of scrimmage at the 35, 3rd and 10 for St. Louis.
Yeah, it looks like Vasquez had a wide receiver wide open on the left sideline.
Man, when I saw the all-out man-to-man bump, I was afraid that something was going to happen deep down the middle for this St. Louis Gladiators team. And there's a pass across the middle of the field. That pass is caught. Not going to pick up the first down.
He had a receiver open on the sideline again that could have had a better shot at making a first down than the dump off in the middle. Didn't look like he had the type of pressure where he had to get rid of the ball quickly.
I totally agree with you, but he's been getting pressured. He probably was a little. And everyone, that's the end of the third quarter. Put your fours in the air. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and replica jerseys are out now. Get your name on the back of your teams or your fan favorite team's jersey, and visit team stores and libraries for purchase option through sector6apparel.com or through our website at www.simulationfl.net. Just hit the shop button. Sector 6, the apparel shop of the SFL. My goodness, what a hit! Man, these guys are laying the wood tonight, Charles.
So
both defenses and special teams.
Here's an interesting stat for you, Damon. Neither quarterback has passed for over 100 yards. No running back has got over 60 yards rushing.
Man, that is a crazy stat line. That just shows you how great both these defenses are playing. St. Louis is once again in the 3-3 nickel, and they do bring a middle linebacker blitz. Dump it off to the fullback. Cherry's going to use all the yard on that reception. Hit really hard by number 40 of St. Louis cornerback Drew Riley.
Yeah, not many fullbacks in this league have the athleticism and quickness to be able to turn up the field that quickly on one of those swing passes.
Totally agree with you. Single back left corner, deep post. That pass is knocked out of the hands of the receiver. Xander Goat looks like he was looking for a penalty, a PI, on that particular play there. But you have to get that. I mean, that was great coverage by the safety.
Yeah. At this point of the game, though, he's going to need to bring it in and get the ball back to St. Louis or take it to the house. I think that might be the only way any team's going to score.
Thomas Smith in the chat says punters are MVPs. 3-3 nickel defense again here for the Gladiators. They bring 4, and that pass is going to be caught for a first down for the Toros, and that is Cade Stevens. I want to say that's our second time tonight calling Stevens' name.
Yeah, you saw the pump by Xander. Maybe that gave him enough time for the wide receiver to go a little bit deeper in his route and get some separation.
Yeah, Josh Dewar was there, the cornerback, but unfortunately was unable to come away with the deflection there, but he was there in the vicinity. Played really close on Stevens on that out route. Here's a handoff here to Williams. Williams hitting the backfield. Race a tackle. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Man, this St. Louis Gladiators defense is showing me that they are ready for the second half of the season.
Yeah, if I got my numbers right, it looked like Tony Roberto was the first man in the backfield to blow that play up. Didn't get the tackle, but had enough disruption there to let some of his friends come in there and help finish it off.
Yeah, Mark Gronick came and cleaned it up. Here's a two-step here, drop here by Gold. Oh, what a tackle there by Williams. Looks like he knocked his helmet sideways. 44 Nicholas Warner on that tackle. Man, these guys are landing some vicious blows.
Yeah, the linebackers on both teams are having all-pro SFL honors games.
Fort Worth is moving the ball. 3rd and 8. Looks like trips left here for the Toros. Williams is going to stay in the backfield. Block. He's going to go out on another swing route now. Makes a reception. Not going to get the first down as Gronick. Once again, no, not Gronick. My apologies. Nicholas Warner comes away with the hit on Williams there.
Yeah, that pocket was there wasn't anything left of that pocket when he got rid of that ball. I thought that was going to be a sack for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Williams was on a delayed was on a block delay there, stayed in the block and then bounced it out. And as you stated, that pocket was collapsing. And are they going to go for it here? 4th and 2. At Fort Worth's 45-yard line. I don't think they're going to go for it. I think they're just going to try to draw St. Louis off sides, and St. Louis looks like they're not going to budge.
Yeah, it's curious timeout, use of a timeout. They may need that at the end of the game.
I totally agree with you, Charles, and I would like to ask you this here. Would you try that on your side of the field? Not saying that to go for it, to make the snap, but would you attempt that?
And I'd look over at my defense when I'm on the sideline and say, I trust you guys, and run the play.
Why not trust them? Because they have showed up all night long for you here in this game. Even got a big play in the first quarter, going back to that interception by Aiden Davis that set up the one and only score of this game. Here's the punt. Ryan Owens, the returner. Got the return. Looks like he's going to be brought down at the 19-yard line. I'm going to give him forward progress.
Yep, it's a heck of a lot better than where they got the ball last time.
Charles, 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in this ball game. 1st and 10 for the Gladiators. They really have to start to get things moving now. I mean, because you can't play around with this Tar Heels team here. You're sitting at 3-3, middle of the pack of the standings, and if you fall 3-4 in the standings, if you lose this game, it could be pretty disastrous. There's a handout to Martinez, and Martinez is blown up. Carry it out for me, Charles. What do you think about the Gladiators on this drive? They got to get something going.
Definitely got to get something going. I mean, it looks like they've gone to the well a lot with that with the swing pass and the runs up the middle, and it looks like Fort Worth has got all that well underhand, so they're going to have to come up with something creative, maybe some more sideline passes.
Totally agree with you. Here's a 5-step drop here by Vasquez. Down the middle, that pass is deflected away. Looks like Ben Stone was in the vicinity there. They knocked it away from 88 Eagle Mondavi.
Yeah, that middle of the field is no man's land. I get a chill up my spine anytime I see a pass down that center.
You're right. Both teams have been playing outstanding secondary defense. Here's an empty formation here for the Gladiators. Tight end on the line. 7-step drop by the QB. Going across the middle of the field. He got his man, and his 88 Eagle Mondavi with the reception. Picks up the first down and more.
And that was a great pass by Javier Vasquez. Had all the time in the world to get rid of the ball and just put it right where he needed to.
Charles, look at the way how he stepped up in the pocket, Charles, and delivered that throw right down the middle of the field. And that's one thing about quarterbacks. If you throw that ball off the front foot, you got great leverage, great accuracy, great balance. But if you throw it off the back foot, a lot of bad things can happen for you. Single back formation here. Handoff here to Martinez. The defensive tackle ran right by him, but caught up with him right at the line of scrimmage. A host of guys of the Toros brought him down at the 34.
Yeah, it's not too terrible to try a run at this point, but I think we're going to need to see a little bit more passing out of St. Louis here.
6:45 left on the ticker. Looks like strong eye formation here for the Gladiators. Tight end is on the line. They're going to go a strong stretch. And, man, this defense is not allowing Martinez to get past the line of scrimmage.
Did you see David Horrell? He was a missile.
Yes.
He missed.
Yes.
He missed the target, but, man, we would have had ambulances out there if we would have hit him.
3rd and 10 now for the Gladiators. They need this first down, Charles. Here's that defensive formation we saw earlier from the Toros. They're only going to run bring 4. They're in all-man coverage. Bump. There's an out route to the bottom of the field. Steps out of bounds.
Yeah.
Picks up 5 yards, and they're going to have to punt it away back to the Toros.
Yeah, they're not getting it done on 1st and 2nd down, and they're putting their rookie quarterback in a horrible spot on 3rd.
Charles, I'm pretty sure you saw this. You see the same thing that I'm seeing from this offense from the Gladiators. They're basically throwing out routes and just quick slants across the middle there. And I don't really see anything deep from them, from their wide receivers or so. And I think that's what's hurting them. They're trying to run this West Coast style, but they're only doing it with slants and out routes.
Yeah, I mean, throw in a go, throw in a corner. I wouldn't do a post, but
Totally agree with you there. I went through a post because, man, there has been no fly zone for the against that Toros secondary back there.
there's nothing wrong with Fort Worth just taking the ball and grinding out the clock here. I mean, well, as they set up in shotgun.
Yeah, you're right at 5 minutes and 46 seconds. You're right. It would be great ground and pound, but who knows? They may have a shotgun draw here. There's an out route to the top of the field. They're going to say he caught it inbounds, 4 yards on the game. Stephen Hacker, Charles, I don't think he caught that ball inbounds. Looked like he was.
Yeah, that's something that's worth reviewing.
Looks like he was out of bounds when he reeled that joker in. And I don't think St. Louis is going to challenge this.
That was Hacker's third reception of the night.
Man, holding Stephen Hacker to only 3 receptions says big things about your defense. 5-step dropper by Gold. That pass is deflected and intercepted. Here's the return, and they're going to be a flag on the play. Looks like maybe a PI, Charles. That flag came in late.
Yeah, but again, they threw it in the no-fly zone, and St. Louis did what they needed to do.
They're going to call clipping. Call clipping on 55 of the Gladiators, but hey, the Gladiators keep the ball.
That was a great interception. It looks like Gerald Winkler got that interception for St. Louis. Like we said, they should just keep running the ball.
Dude just badly shoved the quarterback in the back, and they call the clipping on that. Well, it is clipping. You can't block from the backside.
Yeah.
Great eye by R62 and his team there.
Somewhere Eddie Gage is screaming at the screen.
1st and 10 now for the Gladiators. Probably their best field position to start all game. Far formation. This is a rollout. You don't see this very much in the SFL. Oh, and he dropped it. Number 45 dropped it. Bill Cherry.
Man, you don't see that very often. That rollout play.
You don't see it at all. And I tell you why, Steven, because that rollout play is dangerous when you got DNs and linebackers coming in on blitz, rushing the passer there, and they're on a contain at times. Here's 4 wide receiver set. 1-step drop it by the QB. Intended for Owens there, but Owens was nowhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, that was great pressure by Gary Marks. He just completely destroyed that pocket.
That was Jerk Winkler on the INT. Forgot to call out his name. We were so intrigued by the penalty on the play. Totally forgot about Gerald Winkler to call his name out on that interception. Good job there, sir. 2-step drop here by Vasquez. That pass is tipped. That could have been dangerous. Orel, always somewhere near the ball. This guy here has a nose for it.
Yeah. When he's not flying like a missile, he's deflecting passes. Hey, what his head? How did he even see the ball? That was amazing.
That's just amazing athleticism by David Harrell.
Like spider sense was tingling.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, the Gladiators are going to have to punt the ball away. They couldn't get anything moving there.
Yeah, that was an opportunity lost, Damon.
Here's Curtis on the return. Curtis is going to be hit and brought down at the 20. Toros will start here. And Charles, maybe we start seeing the ground and pound game now from the Fort Worth Toros.
That's what I do. But I'm up here in the booth, so.
Yeah, what do we know? Yeah, what do we know? We're just guys who call the game.
That's right. Talk about Winnie the Pooh.
Weak I formation twins, and here's a weak stretch, which has become a popular play in the SFL this season. Start seeing a lot of teams running that play now. Jason Williams has been held to 41 yards on 19 carries.
I'm surprised he didn't push it out to the outside. It looked like he's got the type of speed where he can cut that corner, but for some reason he went inside and started doing those spin moves.
Let's look at Nicholas Warner. Single back left. Looks like Ace. Oh my, big pressure from Bartovi. Or is it Panani?
Wow.
Couldn't see who it is. That is 58 coming with the pressure. Todd Dupstat.
Yeah, he blew that play up.
Todd Dubstep, man, what a play there. Performance by these two defensive teams. 3-3 nickel. They've been in that formation all game long. 3 wide receivers here to the right of Gold. Jason Williams in the backfield, 3rd and 12. Will they pass it here, Charles? They're going to hand it off here to Williams. Williams, nothing doing. Back to the line of scrimmage only.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Clock is still running. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock. They're going to punt it back to St. Louis. St. Louis should get the ball back somewhere around the 40 or 35-yard line of their own side of the field.
Maybe they'll get a block here.
Oh, don't say that, Charles. I don't think my heart can take that one, buddy. Yep. And St. Louis is not going to bring any pressure. They're going to play coverage on the punt. There's Ryan's with a juke move. Ryan Owens gets his team to the 49-yard line of Fort Worth. They're on this is their first time on the opposite side of the field. Total offense, Charles. Fort Worth has a total offense of 134 yards. St. Louis has a total yards of 161. Man, this is just great defense. And here's a handoff here to Martinez. Martinez is stopped after picking up 2 yards. I was corrected by our stats guy, J.L. Browning. The name is not Igor, is Eeyore.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not Edgar, it's Eeyore. Yeah, he's right. But for some odd reason, when I kept saying Edgar, I kept saying Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Sorry to go back to Winnie the Pooh on that. It's a I formation spread. Handoff here to Martinez. Not sure why the Gladiators are running the ball.
Yeah,
here,
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I don't get this one here. They should be passing the ball, attacking the middle of the field, out routes, going out of bounds. There's an out route to the top of the field. Picks up a first down. No, they're going to say 4th and inches. He didn't get it.
That's a horrible spot.
I totally agree with you, Charles. That is a bad spot.
That's the type of play you need to see on 1st and 2nd down. Don't put your rookie quarterback in a hole like that.
Absolutely. And they're going to go for it here. They have no choice but to go for it. 4th and inches. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the game. Single back formation is Martinez. They're going to give it to Martinez. Martinez stopped. Turnover downs.
Wow.
Turnover downs for the defense of the Toros. They show up big here in the 4th quarter. And guess who it is? The man who always has his nose in someone else's business. It's David Horrell.
Mr. Missile just comes flying through there and just shuts it down. Great play. He's had a great game tonight. So has the entire defense of Fort Worth.
I formation, tight end flex, 3-3 defensive formation. Handoff here to Williams. Williams running right up the middle, picks up big gain at 7 yards on that carry.
Wow. That's what you got to do. Take it to the 2-minute mark and just keep pounding it.
And that's the 2-minute warning, people. The Fort Worth Toros are up 7-0 of the St. Louis Gladiators. Strong I formation here. Handoff here to Williams on the stretch play. Williams breaks a tackle, picks up the first down before being hit and tackled him.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
44, Nicholas Warner, and St. Louis at the timeout. You're absolutely right, Charles. That hurt St. Louis bad. They were in need of stopping the Toros from getting the first down, and Williams come up big for his team.
Definitely big. I mean, right at the right time. I mean, hasn't had a spectacular running game, but man, when they needed it, he really took the extra mile. 23
carries on the night for Williams. holding down the run game, but only picks up 56 yards on the ground. Shotgun formation, not sure what they're doing here. Why are you doing this? That just didn't make any sense at all because you stopped the clock.
Oh, my gosh.
You stopped it. That's like another 2-minute one. I mean, that's a timeout for St. Louis right there.
That's what St. Louis needed. We still have a heartbeat. If they keep passing like that, you don't know what's going to happen.
Here's shotgun formation once again for the Toros. 3-3 is the defense. Nickel, that is. 2-step drop here. That pass is deflected. Almost intercepted. Fort Worth, you're playing dangerous football here. You should be running the ball here because you just stopped the clock again. Only 3 seconds ran off the ticker, Charles.
Yeah, not good play selection. And Drew looked like Drew really had a shot at taking that interception.
Here's 3rd and 10. The crowd is getting loud. Hollering out defense. Looks like Fort Worth is finally going to run the ball here. But you run the ball, St. Louis calls a timeout. Still a lot of time on the clock. There's Williams up the middle. St. Louis calls a timeout. 1 minute and 46 seconds left on the clock.
They're doing everything they can on that drive to give St. Louis life.
You're right. I mean, St. Louis almost came away with an INT on that possession. Although they're going to pin St. Louis deep, but it may rolls into the end zone and it may start it at the 20, but so much time left on the clock. I just don't understand that one. And I don't blame the return guy. I'll let it bounce into the end zone as well. Start off at the 20. St. Louis, I tell you what you got to do right here. You need to get some corner routes going, some corner post routes for your receivers. Stop doing everything underneath. That's what you've been doing all game. It has not worked for you so far. Take a shot downfield.
Yeah, no more passes to the halfback or the fullback.
I don't think we saw a deep pass down the field since the first quarter. There was one to Eagle Mondavi on the last possession. 7-step drop in. Vasquez is hit big. Oh my, what a 9-yard loss. Big play by number 60 on the defense. Joey Schwint comes away with that big sack. 2-step drop, out route here for the Gladiators. They're going to call a timeout. 1 minute and 21 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 13. Charles, this is big.
This is big, and that was a huge sack by Fort Worth there. Put the rookie quarterback in quite a hole. 3rd 13 on their own 17.
They sure did. That sack ruffled his feathers, or should I say. 4 defensive linemen. They're going a 4-1 dime. There's the Toros here. Here's the Gladiators. Got a first down. Vasquez strike across the middle of the field. That's like Ryan Owens on that reception there. Going to go no huddle here. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Vasquez trotting to the line of scrimmage. Gets pressure. Another out route. That pass is intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6 for the Fort Worth Toros. Their defense showed up big here in this ball game. And it's number 22, Ben Stone, who has been playing outstanding performance in the secondary, comes up with the INT pick 6 as he crosses Hollywood Boulevard.
Stone gets his 4th interception of the season and his 2nd touchdown. What a great way to shut down St. Louis.
Stone, the 2-year vet, coming over from Las Vegas, shows up big here on the last drive of the game. Well, not last drive of the game because there's still 59 seconds left on the clock.
That's right. But I think we've got a lot of nails that have been hammered in right now.
Oh, Charles, have it been. What a great, outstanding performance, Charles, by both defenses, y'all say, in this team. We haven't seen much of anything from the offense from these guys. But man, these defenses showed up, and I must say that Fort Worth defense showed up big. This is probably the best defense that I've seen Fort Worth play all year long.
Yeah, the biggest separator between the two teams was that the defenses were able to capitalize on the turnovers that they had. This defense, this Fort Worth defense, was able to put 2 scores up where St. Louis got a couple picks and weren't able to do anything with it.
Yeah, absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that. Return from the goal line is Ryan Owens. Owens on a spin move. Nothing doing. Stopped and brought down at the 21-yard line of St. Louis. And St. Louis got to make something happen here.
I want to see Taco run down the field and make a tackle.
Yeah, I don't think he can get down there quick enough. I think it's hard for a kicker to move that fast, sitting at 5'8" and 260 pounds. There's a snap. Oh, gets pressure, dodges a guy. That pass is deflected. Could have been intercepted again, Charles.
Yeah, that was a little magic in that backfield. Was able to get rid of it, but we almost had another INT on our hands.
Charles, this Fort Worth team is getting a lot of pressure on Javier Vasquez, and I think they have shook him up. They're bothered him. He's just a little discombobulated. He's everything. I don't. Second and 10. One step, dropped and has deflected away. That was dangerous. Browning on that deflection.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with you, Damon. They did not put their quarterback in the best position to succeed. The play calling in the second half was a little questionable. I think they kept going to the well with their fullbacks and their halfbacks when it wasn't really giving them the results that they needed.
3rd and 10 now for the Gladiators. 48 seconds left on the clock. They still can move this ball downfield. They're at their own 21-yard line. Here's that press coverage. And, man, has Fort Worth been successful in this press coverage all game long. There's an out route pass completion. Tackled and brought down. And that was Eagle Mondavi on the reception. Aiden Davis on the tackle. Mondavi, same play. And Vasquez goes down once again. And this time it's 99. The defensive end, Gary Marks.
Yeah, Fort Worth is they're ahead by 2 scores, and they're not letting up at all. They've got all the men up on the line wanting to put some heat on that quarterback. I mean, they smell blood.
I tell you one thing, man. These Bulls of Fort Worth, they have their ears pent back. They head down, ready to charge, and that's what that front seven has been doing all night long. And they're going to end it here with a victory formation. There's the neat, Charles, and that's going to be the ball game. Fort Worth Toros are going to come out here with a victory. They're going to go to 3-4, and St. Louis is going to drop to 3-4 as well. And, man, you don't want to be in that situation where you're starting to decline towards the bottom of the pack in the SFL standings.
Yeah, now it's not the time to do that in the second half. And, congratulations to Fort Worth. I believe this is their first road win of the season.
Wow, outstanding. Speak volumes for the organization. Coming away with a big win here in St. Louis. And they're going to walk out of here with a W. Charles, it was great calling tonight's game with you. Sir, take away the post-game show for us.
Well, we had a defensive slugfest. Both defensive teams had their way on both sides of the field. But clearly, as we stated earlier, the defense of Fort Worth was able to take the turnovers that they were given and capitalize on them. And we didn't see that on the St. Louis side, and I think that was the tale of the tape and why Fort Worth is walking away with their first road victory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. They came out tonight, a great defensive game plan. I'm going to say by both teams because really the Gladiators really didn't allow Fort Worth to do anything miraculous on the offensive end as well. If it wasn't for the pick by Aiden Davis, I don't think the Toros get their first 7 points on the board. But you got to give credit to the defense for setting up the offense to get that score. So therefore you have it. But man, I can't give any more credit that I can to both defenses because they just played a phenomenal game. Then there's your play of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was probably a close call between Ben Stode and Aiden Davis. I mean, Aiden set it up at the beginning and put them in a comfortable position at the beginning of the game, but then it was locked down with that last interception at the end of the game for a
Absolutely.
touchdown.
Absolutely, Charles. Well, hey, it was great calling tonight's game with you folks. I'm your play-by-play commentator, and my good buddy Charles Doherty was the analyst here with me. We're signing out, and everyone have a great night.
Good night.